Hi, this is Ron Watson. I'm here to talk to you about taking care of leaks on an outdoor spigot. Now, I've got a spigot. It's a Woodford Model 17, and when it's closed off, it's fine. It doesn't leak at all. But as soon as I open it up, then if I have a hose connected to it, it starts leaking. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how this works. I was going to set up a drip watering system. Now, the drip watering system needs to be on all the time, so I want to leave this thing on for months on end. And I can't have this thing just leaking on me all the time. Now, this is the Woodford system, and it's closed off right now, so it's nice and dry. There's no drips, but let me turn it on and look at that. See? So that packing is leaking out quite a bit. You know, it's just leaking like a sieve. So that thing is going to leak all the time, and you can see how it's dripping off down here. I mean, this is just, it's a terrible leak, and it'll waste a lot of water. So what I'm going to do is replace the packing material in here, and at the same time I'm going to replace the anti-siphon valve. And what I'm going to do is do this without shutting off the water. Now, the Woodford folks will tell you that you are supposed to shut off the water at your main valve. But if you shut off the water at your main valve, then that's going to shut the whole house off. And in my case, it would shut off this big condo building, and all the people would have to have their water coordinated to cut it off for a period of time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this handle off by itself, pull that out, and make very sure that I keep that shut off nice and tight. And then I just pull this out, undo this screw here, and when we undo this, we can get to the packing. Now I'll show you how to do that. Now here's what you're going to need to do this. Now I've got a screwdriver, a pair of pliers, a wrench, a couple of little spudger tools here to pull that packing material out, because it'll be kind of hard to get out if you don't have something similar to this. And this is the oh so important kit, the RK17MH, and this is for the Model 17. It's a Model 17 repair kit. And it includes stuff like a new cap, a new anti-siphon valve, a new handle, the packing nut that goes over it, a new packing washer. We're not going to be able to get the washer out, but new packing washer, and the new packing itself, which is now a rubber disc instead of that loose packing material I used to cram in there. So let me take this thing apart. I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. First thing I'm going to do, I've got this valve shut off nice and tight, okay? And then I'm going to take this packing nut and start undoing the packing nut. There we go. So that packing nut is going to just come out like that. And while I'm doing that, see, I'm holding that whole shank nice and tight in there so it's not getting loose. I'm going to keep doing that. And we got some water built up behind, but there you go. Now I've got that pretty much loose and it's ready to come out. I want to take the handle off. So I'll get in here, take the handle off. Now at this point, I'm taking the handle off. The handle pulls straight out. It doesn't twist or turn, you just pull it straight out. Okay, I've got that handle done. Look at that, see? Handle just comes straight out. Everything's shut off. Okay, this thing now comes all the way out. As you can see, there you are. And then you can see on the inside here, you can see, whoops, on the inside you can see that packing material I was talking about right in there. That's the stuff I need to get out of there. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm going to use this little hook here to try to do that. And let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, it's just goop at this point. Yeah, lots of goop. And I'm pulling it out as well as I can, and it's coming out a piece at a time. Now this cap, it just snaps on, and it's got to snap off. So what I have done is take a screwdriver and kind of prise it up one side at a time. and just gradually get that thing off of there. Okay, now here's that cap off. You know, I had to kind of fight and jostle with it. Now the rest of this, we're gonna unscrew this thing. And I want you to know, this doesn't come out easily. There we go. Once it's screwed, that's it. You unscrew that. And there is no sealant on this. You'll notice there's no sealant of any type. It's just this plastic cap and this little valve right here. So we're going to replace those with one from the kit. Okay, here's the new valve and the new part. So I just put that down in there as well as I can. Put this little guy on top and screw him down. Get him in there, right? Okay. Now that's pretty tight, but that's just hand tight. We're going to get a little tighter than that because we've got to test that for leak. And I've also got to do this, which is, here's that gasket I was talking about. Now we're not going to use the washer that came in because there's no way of getting the washer out without dismantling this whole thing, and I don't want to turn the water on. So I'm just going to use this washer, as you see. Put that washer in there. Goes in either way. Doesn't matter which way you put it in. And I will use the new packing nut and get that in there. There we go. Yeah, now we have to get that in a little bit. So I can grab a thread. Get that on there. There we go. Now I just tighten that. Now, one thing you want to be sure is this is not leaking before you put the cap on, because that cap snaps down and it doesn't work very good to try to get it off again. So I'm going to just take the handle here, just like that, and just turn it on. You can see it's leaking, so that's not going to work. There's water all around there. So I've got to tighten that a little more. See how that is. There we go. Now that's not leaking anymore, I don't think. Okay, now I've tightened this a couple of times. You really got to cinch it up in there. Be careful you don't break the plastic. It's tight enough that now it's not leaking at all. I've got the water on full, like this. Yeah, it's on full. And now I'm going to turn the soaker hose on. The soaker hose is on, and it's gonna, yep, so there we go, and there it goes. It's engaged. The soaker hose is operating. See the leaks, you know, the stuff's dripping down. So the soaker hose is working and everything's working, and let's shut this thing off. Turn it off, and clunk, and it goes off, and there's no leak. See, it's dry. So the packing is dry, this is dry. So now I can just put the cap back on here. Now I've got a new cap, Here's our new cap, and all you do for that is just put that thing up there and just snap it down. Okay, that's that. And then I'm just going to screw on, take the screw and screw on the new handle. Okay, there's our new handle. Get that in there. Get the screwdriver ready to go. And go in there. And all I got to do is tighten that down because the handle just pushes up against that. It has threads on the inside. There we go. See, now we got, there's the faucet. It's completely off. We go back to completely on. And it's not, right there you go, off, on, and there you go. You know, it's all ready to roll. Turn this thing back onto auto, click her on for 10 minutes, and it should just go ahead and run. Look, there it's going. Water's running just fine. Everything's rosy-dozy. Yep, so we're good. Big thumbs up. That's a good packing kit, and we did all these change outs without shutting off the house water.